Hey, what's up my friends? There are two crucial things that you need to know about this projector before you spend your money on it. I'm gonna talk about those two things in just a second, but first, let's go over some of the features and what it's like to actually use this projector. I wanna start with the hardware first. It is a very small, compact, and light projector, which I love, especially if you're taking it to the park or camping or something like that. This is perfect for on the go. It's this little Canon style. You do have a 180-degree rotation on it, so no matter which direction you want to point it, you have this stand. The stand is pretty sturdy. It also has some nice rubber on the bottom, so it's going to protect any surfaces that you may be putting it on, and it's pretty stable. Even when it's all the way down, it's weighted pretty well so that it'll just stay right in place, just like that. There's also a mount right here on the bottom where you can mount to a screw. So like if you have like a hot shoe for a tripod or something like that, you can screw that to the bottom of this, clip this onto the tripod, and then it's super mobile. You can have it at any height, easily adjustable. That's how we use it in the backyard here. So you also have the front side here, which is the lens, and then you have the air intake. Obviously, you're not gonna block the lens, but you don't wanna block this area because it is the air intake and these are air cooled. That's why they make a little bit of noise, is they do have a massive fan in there that cools the bulb. And this is the air exhaust right here. On the back side, you also, in addition to the air exhaust, you also have a small speaker. This speaker is decent, it's not amazing. So if you're not plugging any kind of audio into it or Bluetooth to it, you can hear it out of this speaker, but it's not incredible. But all you have to do is get a Bluetooth speaker, connect it to this, and then you have the best sound that you could possibly want, depending on the speaker that you connect it to. You also have, this is the power right here, and let me show you the power cord. The power cord is about 5 feet long. It's a little bit less than 5 feet long. It's more like 4 feet long. Traditional 2-prong on this end, and it is a very specific four place inlet on this end. I'm having a hard time getting you to see that. There you go, just like that. So that plugs into the back of the projector as well. And then you also have an HDMI input. It comes with an HDMI cable that is about 4 feet long. And then you have a USB-A port right there. If you want to plug in a flash drive that has movies on it, or if you want to plug in an audio, some audio that's goes to a speaker with USB-A, you have all of those options as well. Then finally, on the back side, you also have the power button right here. Now the power button really is the only control you can do from the actual projector. That's why it is absolutely necessary that you keep and maintain the remote control, because the remote control is the only way that you're gonna control this projector when you're using it in a useful way. There's a couple of features of this projector when we have it on in the software that I wanna show you. They're really nice, but you are gonna need the remote control in order to control them. So let's go ahead and plug this in. I wanna show you the software features, and I also wanna show you how bright this thing actually is. So let's go ahead and just turn this thing on. I push the power button. The first time you turn it on, it's gonna ask you a series of questions about the language that you want the software to be in. It's gonna prompt you to connect it to your Wi-Fi right away, which that's gonna be important if you're gonna use like Netflix or Disney Plus or Apple TV. All of those apps you can get on this projector, which is the nicest thing about it, in my opinion. But I've already done all of that setup, so you're not gonna see that, but it is super simple and it walks you through the entire thing. One thing I did forget to mention on the projector is the focus wheel right here. So as soon as I put it in place, it's gonna keystone it for me automatically, which means makes it square and not scattywampus. And then you can adjust the focus just by moving this ring. You can see the picture there. Goes out of focus as I move it and goes back into focus. So you just wanna focus that up as soon as you get it set. And then you have options of different applications. So obviously it comes with YouTube and Disney Plus on there. You can go to the App Store to find more apps. And in the App Store, you can see all the apps that are available. It's all your standard ones, Netflix, Prime Video, all of that sort of stuff. These are just the recommended. Then you can also screencast to this projector. You can add a Bluetooth device up here in the right-hand corner if you can't see where I'm at. You can do different settings. You can screencast or screen mirror from an Android. screencast from an Apple. You can download or you can open up files that are plugged into it via thumbnail. You can switch to the HDMI and you can adjust the settings on the actual projector. Network, Bluetooth, projection. This is going to be color, size, all of that sort of stuff. Language, date, time, others. Let's see what's in others. So you've got your button sound, you got screensavers, scheduled powered off, and restore to factory, and then you can set up a count on this. As you can see, it's super bright and the picture is very, very clear. Once you go into one of these apps, it will just prompt you to log in. Well, first you got to install it. It's going to install, downloading. It only takes just a minute. And then just like any other streaming service, once you install the app, you can sign up or you can log in, put in your login information, and then you have access to all of the content that's on that app straight to your projector. You don't need to plug anything into it or use any other devices, which I absolutely love. So this is the perfect addition to our summertime backyard parties and hangouts. We've absolutely loved it. The size, the capability to connect to our own apps and use our own accounts on different streaming services. And I hope this video has been helpful in deciding whether or not this projector is the right projector for you. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, everybody.